Hi everyone, and thanks very much for joining me on Dean the Vaping Biker, and today we've got the first charity raffle of 2017, and I've got to tell you it is a absolutely spectacular and very, very deserved charity that we're going to be looking for today. Now it's actually a charity that I've been aware of for quite some time. Some friends of mine do actually run it as well, and in fact let me tell you about it. The charity is called the Leah Wilby Foundation, and let me read an excerpt written by the charity organisers, the family of Leah, about what it's all about. So Leah was diagnosed with neuroblastoma in October 2004. She endured intensive treatment at Addenbrooke's Hospital, Cambridge, and also pioneering treatment at the University College Hospital in London. After a brief spell of remission, the cancer returned a week before Christmas 2009, and at which point we were told it was terminal. Although we were told this, Leah still wanted to and tried more pioneering treatment at University College Hospital, London, in the summer months of 2010. Unfortunately, it did not work, and she lost her 7-year fight on the 13th of June 2011 at 8:25 p.m, just 4 weeks before her 16th birthday. The Leah Wilby Foundation was set up in August 2011. The objectives and purpose of the charity, which was set up in Leah's name, is to provide holiday accommodation to families supporting young people in the UK suffering from childhood cancer. So the Leah Wilby Foundation provides a holiday accommodation in their 6-berth static caravan at the Haven Seashore holiday camp in Great Yarmouth for families who are supporting young people who live in the UK and are suffering from childhood cancer. So it gives families and it gives the young people that are suffering from cancer a chance to get away from the four walls that they're in most of the time, you know. From the work that I've done with each in the past, I'm fully aware that, you know, especially if you've got a child that requires a lot of treatment, that requires a lot of moving around the country, a lot of kind of getting to hospital appointments and regular appointments, not necessarily on your doorstep. There's a lot of things that obviously have to come first, and making sure your child gets that treatment is number one. Having things like breaks and holidays and time out and time to get away with the family comes generally for a lot of people very, very far down the list. And so this gives those families an opportunity to be able to go away, have a little break, and just kind of not de-stress, because that would sound quite callous in the circumstances, but, you know, have a little bit of that weight lifted just for a short period of time, create more memories, and, you know, just try and get back to having a little bit of fun. So I hopefully you kind of will understand the reason why I've picked this charity, because it's one of these smaller charities that a lot of people aren't aware about, and I think it's an absolute belter of a charity. It really is very, very good. I think the running costs are somewhere in the region of sort of £6,000+ a year just to keep it running, for the day-to-day stuff. So, you know, it does incur a lot of costs, and these costs do need to come out somewhere in order to allow the charity to keep offering this service, I guess, to people that do have families with children with cancer, unfortunately. So yeah, hopefully you are on board with the reason of why. Now then, let me tell you what you can go for. I'm going to go through it quickly because most of these things I have already reviewed. We have got the SX Mini Q class. This is the red one that I reviewed earlier part of the year, and it is an absolute corker of a mod. That will come in the little SX Mini bag. That's a little beastie. We've got the green synthetic-eyed Aeolus Lite, which is a nice little corker. We've got a Serpent Mini, which literally everybody loves. We've got a little Tesla stealth kit, just because why the fuck not. We've got a brand new Pindad in stainless steel. I reviewed this one very, very recently. And we've also got the Vapor Giant V3, which was actually given to me by Mr. Todd. If you want to go on Mark Todd's channel, then you can see the review of that one. I never got around to reviewing that. It does come with a secondary cage as well. So essentially what we've got is we've got the Vapor Giant, which retails at 85 quid. We've got the Q class that is still retailing around around about the 160 quid. The Tesla Stealth around about 40. Aeolus Lite around about 30. Serpent Mini around about 25. And the Pindad around about 45. So we've got about £385 worth of retail worth of goods here. Now, most of the stuff is new. I've reviewed the SX Mini. I've reviewed the Aeolus Lite. And I've used the Vapor Giant, but everything else is brand new and wrapped. So yeah. Okay, so how do you go about it? Well, what I'll do is I'll put a link down in the description here for the Just Giving page. What I want you to do is I want you to go over there, donate some money, and I'll tell you about the amounts in a second. And then when we come back from that, I want you to send me an email just to let me know that you've done it. I want you to tell me how much you've donated, because what we're going to do is £5 gets you 1 entry. £10 gets you 3 entries, and £20 gets you 8 entries. Should we do that? Yeah, let's do that, shall we? And that way, hopefully it's going to encourage you to try and spend a little bit more than you would ordinarily, because I think this really is absolutely worthwhile. So what the email that I want you to send everything to is going to be Vaping Biker Raffles. Now then, let me just check to make sure that I've got the Raffles at vapingbiker.co.uk. That's raffles at vapingbiker.co.uk. And I want you to tell me, you can either send me a picture of the donation confirmation, or you can, as long as you make sure that you tell me the name that you've donated under, because then obviously I can go and check on the Just Giving page to make sure it all adds up. Not saying that any one of you wonderful people would go and try something dodgy, but just, to keep everything straight. So yeah, all I want you to do is I want you to donate that money. Like I say, all the details will be down below. You'll go into that pot, and I will do the raffle. What's the date? It's the 17th. I really want to let this run for 2 weeks because I really want to try and get at least £500, which I think is a reasonable amount, really. We're going to be looking at a fair chunk of money. So what I'll do is I will aim for the draw to take place on the 31st of January 2017. That's the 31st of January. Today is the 17th, so it gives us about 2 weeks to get that in. So once again, all of the details down below. Please, please, please give a donation, and even if you don't want to be part of the raffle, that's fine. You can donate anyway, or you can go straight onto the Leo Wilby Foundation website, where it also gives you other options for donation. Once again, all of those details are going to be down below, and thank you so much for your attention, and thank you very much in advance for your donations. I think the prizes are going to be pretty reasonable. Obviously, I'm happy to send them anywhere in the world. You do have to be of smoking age, and you've got to be kind of legal. All of that normal goings, you know the drill. But yeah, there we go. I mean, it's we're vapors. We know all about moving away from issues that can contribute to things like cancer and other illnesses. We know how a lot of us will know how that sort of thing affects families and affects that family unit. So this is just one little way of saying, let's band together, vapors, and let's do something really good for a very small and very deserving little charity. And on that note, thank you very much indeed, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.